Hey guys, long time no see. Don't mind the hairstyle and don't mind the outfit. But based on the title, this is going to be half of me explaining my COVID experience, and the other half is me talking about updates. But with my COVID-19 experience, about 2 weeks ago, I caught it. I tested positive, and I basically was isolating at home, and just everything that comes along with it, wanting to be outside but you can't because you don't want to get others sick. Keep in mind, I was vaccinated, and everywhere I go, I usually wear a mask, with the exception of right now because I'm outside by myself in open air. But that's besides the point. There's only two possible sources I could have caught it. The first one being the most I can't say problematic, but the most possible one was at a club that I went to. Yes, I go clubbing every now and then. And there were rules, structures before you could even get to these places. You're forced to wear a mask. But whatever. The other possibility being one of my students probably gave it to me because I was teaching. I forgot to mention, I'm a guitar teacher. That's another reason why I don't do these one-on-ones that often. But you probably know that based on my Snapchats and my TikToks. Oh, and yeah, I made a TikTok. But that's besides the point. So I caught it. And the only thing that went through my head most of the time was how does that even happen? Because in my head, I thought if you're vaccinated, you're less likely to get it. I got vaccinated with Pfizer and I still got it. I'm still pro people getting it. I'm not going to diss on the people who don't choose to get it, to each their own. I'm not going to, cause any, mass hysteria or some shit like that. But again, to each their own, right? I took it because I have family members who are kind of living with pre-existing issues like diabetes, asthma. So I did it mostly for them. And also to kind of just get my family's paranoia of that the world is going to kill you and all this other stuff. I kind of just want this pandemic to end. But as far as what it was like to have COVID in my system, it all started with me going to work and then kind of noticing what I thought was, were seasonal allergies, like the minor congestion. I didn't think anything of it because it felt so minor. And then the next day when I came to work, those congestion symptoms just amplified to 11. And I was like, I'm going to go get tested just to be safe after work. Luckily, none of my students caught it, thank God. And, even when I'm teaching, there's a good amount of space and social distancing, so I don't, pass germs or whatever, right? But when I was on my way home, my congestion was so bad, I couldn't breathe from either one of my nostrils, and I'm in my car just opening the windows, using the AC system. Maybe that might help, and it really didn't. I get home, I just felt worse, and then I got the results the next day, and I was like, this sucks. Now I have to isolate, and symptom-wise, that's a different story, because I felt like it came in spurts. 1 minute I'd be sort of semi-okay, and then it would just hit me like a ton of bricks. It would be hard as hell to breathe from my nose. I could breathe through my mouth. It's just that I don't like getting congested, because when I get it, it sucks. And don't mind the sniffling. It's just that it's cold out here, and I'm wearing a very light leather jacket. But yeah, my symptoms were congestion. My tonsils kind of hurt. I would have sweats when I would try to sleep, so it would kind of be hard to sleep. For the first 4 days, they were miserable. Around day 6, 7, it started to subside but come back in spurts, and then day 10 is when it's just kind of at that point where it's mild enough to be me able to get out of bed and do stuff, right? Don't worry, I didn't leave my house at all. But I was still cautious, and I'm like, this kind of sucks, and I kind of accidentally gave my brother and my parents COVID. But they're getting better now, and they're due for their retest pretty soon. It just sucked. If I could describe what my thought process was when I had it, my body recognized the symptoms, but the disease as a whole, it's kind of weird to explain. I felt like I didn't recognize anything other than just the symptoms until the actual results came in. So I got tested yesterday, tested negative, so I'm pretty good right now. My restrictions are let off, but I'm still playing it safe. Going to places that are not, they're not like cramped with people, because I'm still kind of a little afraid that I either could catch it again or the typical stuff that goes with it. Oh, and I forgot to shave, so don't mind the prepubescent mustache at 27 years old, right? Updates. Okay, so for those of you who follow my channel, notice that I posted all the songs that I posted on Instagram, and for those who have me on Facebook, which are just close friends and relatives, I posted those songs onto to YouTube because I needed to kind of fill up the content gap. And then for like the small few that were asking about how come I'm not in bad productions, I said that in another video. There's more to it, not in a bad sense. It's just that we're all adults and we all got responsibilities. Christian, I think, has a Discord channel with a group of his college friends, so you could probably follow that. I'm not going to link it because I don't know it. We do talk every now and then. It's not like, there's any bad blood between us. It's just that, he's got his stuff, I got my stuff, and the rest of the crew's doing their thing. Would I like to come back? Yes. Is it possible? I don't know. I really can't give a full description or even, say anything, because at this point it's Christian's channel. It's been Christian's channel since, major changes started. I know that he does post stuff every now and then, which is mostly convention-based and stuff that deals with his Godzilla stuff, which is pretty cool. It's just that I'm, me, Emmanuel, Brandon, Marcus, Curtis, and Marcos are not really on it. I mean, we still hang out when we can, but again, it's just conflicting schedules because everyone's an adult, got, work and other responsibilities. But yeah, that's pretty much that situation. Would I like to come back? Sure. Will it happen? Don't know. Another update, I ended up buying a new guitar, which is seen in some of the recent covers that I did, because my white Ibanez got messed up. That was kind of a weird situation. I plugged it in, there was a popping noise, and I thought I tore another ligament, but that wasn't the case. I tried to solder the thing back on. It didn't work, so I'm going to wait a while to try to get it fixed. If not, then I'm just going to probably keep it for memories. It's not that it's, it's irreplaceable. It's just that, like, I've always had a thing where no matter what the guitar has, I'm always going to keep it, even if it's busted up, so I could, like, hang it on my wall or something. So right now, for the most part, I use my new Epiphone Les Paul for covers, trying to write some material on it, and then also I use it for teaching. But yeah, that's pretty much the sum up of what's been going on. I'm going to try to post more stuff on this channel, but I can't make any promises. So yeah, be safe, get vaccinated, wear a mask, and please, in order for us to even get out of this fucking pandemic, just follow the rules. I'm not saying, go full excessive. Like, if you don't believe in vaccinations, cool, but for those who do, go get them. Okay? I want to be back to life without having to worry that I'm going to get sick or I'm going to get someone else sick, all right? And also, I want to enjoy what's left of my whoring 20s, okay, without catching what I caught. I'm not blaming anyone from the club, because I did have some fun, but I just don't want to go through that again. I don't want my family to go through that. So please stay safe, and hopefully next year, if we're lucky, shit will go back to normal. And I'll soon post the links to my Twitter, because I did change it, my Snapchat, my Instagram. My Instagram's still the same, but I'll also include my TikTok link. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. If you want to talk or whatever, like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys later.